me just being happy as a single and child-free single, for that matter. They just find it really, they find the need to make comments. You see, they say, "Oh, you're selfish." Well, what's wrong with being selfish? Who told you that being selfless is the norm anyway? Have you ever questioned that norm? Yeah. What does it bring you? I mean, maybe it gives you a kick to be selfless, but to me, being selfish, as long as I don't hurt anybody, who am I hurting by being child free? Who am I hurting by being single? Nobody, right? So, I mean, as long as I do not harm anyone in the pursuit of my own happiness and stability and sanity, I don't see the need to justify or defend my lifestyle choice. You see, so basically, it all boils down to this. People ask me, "Oh, why are you in teaching if you don't like kids?" I tell them, you don't have to love kids in order to be in teaching. Yeah? Because I'm not a nanny, I'm not a babysitter. I've got the intellect to share, and that's basically what I'm doing as a tutor, aren't I? So, and besides, it's not. I never said I hate children. It's two dichotomies, two extremes to say that if you don't like children, if you don't love children, if you don't have one on your own, then you must be a kid-hating menace to the world. It's not like that. It's not two polar extremes or opposites. Well, I'm quite neutral about them until they test my patience. That is, of course, just joking. Well, I'm very patient. If you go to my website and see my testimonials that my students have given me, they claim to me I'm extremely a patient tutor and teacher. Yeah? So, I mean, those are not the things. Ultimately, I don't see the point of starting a family. I mean, what do I get? Is it, did God come down and say only parents and married people go to heaven and singles are going to hell? It was never like that, guys. It's just a social norm that for centuries on has been inculcated and imbibed in us, that this is the social norm for us to follow. And nobody any questions it anymore. Just go with the motions, go with the flow, and the rigors of life, and we end up doing it. And no matter how tough the going gets, you're never taught, you're never expected to question your choices. Your choice to get married, your choice to have children, these are expected of you by society. But let me ask you, are you truly happy most of the time? Are you stressed and frustrated? You got to ask yourself, if something doesn't make you happy, is it worth following? You get what I mean? At least for me, it is not. Yeah? So I'm bringing it back to me because the focus is on me. I'm not advocating that everybody, stop getting married, stop having children. Ultimately, this is a very unpopular. I kind of accept that. I admit that this is an unpopular lifestyle choice. So maybe it takes maybe hundreds of years from now on for people to view this as with an open mind, as a bit more societally acceptable.